What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to a brand new video. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to tie up a simple Clouser Minnow. So the hook that I'm going to be using today is a Mustad 1/0 live bait hook, and I'm also going to be using 210 Deneater flat wax thread in chartreuse color. So you want to start your thread at the front of the hook and work your way back. Okay, so the first step for tying up a Clouser Minnow is you got to use dumbbell eyes. In this demonstration, I'm using plastic dumbbell eyes that I had ordered off Wish app. I got a lot of materials off of there, and I ordered a 40 pack of these eyes. They work really well. And basically what you're going to do is you want to put your eye not all the way up to the eye of the hook, but a little bit behind it, so that way you have space to tie in your bucktail. And in order to secure the eyes, you want to do, they're called figure 8 wraps. Now after I tie in my eyes, I'm going to be tying in some of this chartreuse crystal flash. I don't go too heavy on the flash. In this video, I'm only using about 4 strands. And what I'll do is I'll put it in the front, tie it down, and then double it over. Okay, so the next step after you tie in your crystal flash and your eyes is you're going to want to seal this up with some super glue. Now the glue that I'm using here is the Hardhead Cement Loon glue. You could use any other type of super glue. Sometimes I use Loctite, works really well. The point is you want to make sure your eyes don't fly off when you're fly fishing. So this will help to make your fly more durable. Okay, so the next step is to tie in your bucktail. So now when it comes to this specific fly that I'm tying this specifically for peacock, so I don't want to go too big. I'm making this as a smaller, medium-sized bait presentation. I've used this pattern a lot for catching peacock bass because it imitates, it's like a cichlid of some sort. So what I'm going to do is measure out a small piece of bucktail. You don't want to go too heavy on the bucktail, and you're just going to make sure you get all the short ends out. That's what I'm doing here. Now you're going to tie it in. So now, once I have it measured to the right length that I wanted, I'm going to make sure I capture all the fibers and tie it in with some secure wraps, and I'm going to wrap it all the way up to the front. So with a Clouser Minnow, what you're going to do is you're going to wrap the front, wrap it pretty good, wrap it with some good tight wraps, and then you're going to, the top part where the bucktail is, which is the green chartreuse, you're going to want to go behind the eyes and wrap a little bit towards the shank of the hook. And now that I have the right length, I'm going to cut off the crystal flash to the right length that I need it. Okay, so now I'm going to flip the fly over. I don't have a really expensive vise, so those professional vices, you can flip them around and it'll turn your hook straight when you turn it upside down, but mine is just one of those cheap vices, but I make it work. So I take the hook off of the vise and I'll turn it upside down. So now I'm going to tie in the purple bucktail, and I'm gonna again measure out the right size I need, cut it, measure it, cut again, take out all the short strands, and then tie it in. Alright, so now I'm gonna tie it in. Again, make sure you capture all the fibers and give it some tight wraps and secure it. And now the thing with the bottom, what I normally like to do is I'm gonna take it off the vise and I'm gonna make sure that the bucktail is centered with the hook, so that way the fly is even. And now with the bottom section of the Clouser Minnow, you're not going to want to tie all the way up to the shank of the hook. You just want to keep it so that way it's flared out at the bottom. And you're just going to clean up the head. Make sure you secure everything. And now that that's done, you're going to flip it back over to the top. So the fly is pretty much done at this point. Now all you got to do is just make sure you clean up the head, wrap it all the way up to the back of the eyes, do the whip finish on it. I usually like to do at least 2 to 3 wraps, and then you cut it. And then the last step is to hit it with some super glue again. This just helps to secure everything together. because after a couple hits, these fish will tear through these flies like nothing. So this helps to preserve the fly and make it last a little longer. If you guys like this style of video, please be sure to hit that like button down below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And if you want to see this fly in action, please go and check out the video I have posted right here. I was fly fishing at a local pond, and I was getting tied on a ton of 3-pound, 4-pound peacocks on this exact fly right here. So don't forget to go check that out, and I will see you guys in that next video. Peace.